absolutely. All right,
40.
episode 40 of
Yeah,
Nerdcap.
40, bro.
Hey, as soon as I answered it, went in my brain. All
What's
right,
that?
episode
Oh
40.
wait, what episode?
Shout out to episode 40 of Nerdcap. This is a special one. Because it's 40. So
That's
yeah.
about it. Nothing more,
That's what
nothing
it.
less.
Yeah, we meant to try to gather a guest or something, but you know how the weeks go. We be doing grown folk stuff in between episodes, y'all. It
Well,
slips the brain here.
going to them parties, them kickbacks.
Oh yeah. Damage part of the brain, bro.
There you go, bro. Got to
Um,
recover.
right. But no, we're definitely probably within the next 2 or 3 episodes, we'll try to have a guest come up. Either it will be somebody we know or another content creator. We haven't had another content creator really come up yet, so we'll probably try to shoot for that.
For sure.
But yeah, with no further ado, I know what you guys came for. You came for the wild questions, the wild scenarios, the wild verses, the wild. Would you rather have $25 million or I don't know, All Might's abilities for 2 days? Stuff like that, you know. So with no further
Yeah.
ado, let's get right into it.
All right.
All right. I might have led last time. Do you want to start off?
Of course. Here's the first thing, and this is before we even get into any questions. So the newest debacle that's crossed my desk in the world of anime, bruh, is Naruto power scalers and Dragon Ball Z power scalers have been duking it out, no reason whatsoever. And it really came down because I think one dude, this is a lot of just TikTok based dudes, by the way. TikTok's probably where you find some of the worst power scalers, but this guy overall was saying that Naruto Six Paths Sage or Six Paths Naruto could basically beat in a 1v1 Frieza from Namek, Super Perfect Cell, all forms of Majin Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Basically, he could beat all of these. He can beat all the characters in Z all the way up until the Battle of Gods. That's where he caps at, as like the fight between like Beerus and Goku. That's where he caps. But Naruto can pretty much handle everybody in Z.
Naruto scales at Dragon Ball level. We're talking about how Dragon Ball Z, Super. Naruto, we gotta wait a minute. Hey, Dragon Ball, we gotta start there before we even move them up to Z. We gotta start him in one of those tournaments, something like before you even move them up to Z, because Z is where really the scaling of Dragon Ball gets kind of crazy, in my opinion. Dragon Ball, it's kind of relative. There's some crazy things, but that Z is where the scaling, gets crazy. There's nobody in Naruto who's blowing up a planet on a whim. There's nobody in Naruto who's blowing up a planet. Let's start there. Let's start there.
But
Not
here's the
only,
thing, bro. Because like you said, I still don't get it because, like I said, there's so many things that go against the statement of these characters being planetary. And my thing is, I don't even understand. Like I said, all this power scaling stuff gets out of hand because I'm like,
yeah,
it is okay for a character not to be planetary. When
perfectly fine,
Kishimoto,
yes.
when Ichiro Oda, when any of these people were making their animes, they were not thinking about niggas being planetary. The only person that was really probably thinking about that was Akira Toriyama, and that was like later down the line. That was way later down the line. You see what I'm saying? Because he was just using
because the threat. Yeah, because you got to think about the threats. Threats in Dragon Ball, it went to they're a threat to the planet. Why they're a threat to the planet? Because they can blow up the planet, right?
pretty
So
much.
in Naruto, you don't necessarily need
That was never
threat.
an option. That was never an option.
Right.
Outside
Right.
of the
It's a more contained verse, and that's fine.
outside of the Okutsuki, bro. But the thing is, even
Which
they
is
weren't
the worst
about
part
to
of
blow up the
Naruto.
planet. Huh?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
the worst part, the worst addition to Naruto.
Yeah.
Their plan was like their only plan or method to destroy the planet was to plant the chakra seed to then grow the tree that was going to basically absorb all the chakra nutrients out of the planet, basically, and then it become a dying planet, and they can just destroy it from there. Also,
right. And I think some of it comes too when we do like versus battles too, like online versus battle, and we even like to do it on our podcast, doing like the versus battles, but we try to relatively um scale them a little bit sometimes. Now we'll probably have verses on here. That's this episode is gonna be kind of crazy, but besides
Mhm.
that, it comes in and you want to just scale them up to these super powerful characters, and that's okay. You just can't. Like, say for example, Ed Elric, love him as a character. A lot of these other anime with just higher scale, he's not gonna do anything with. He's getting one shot at, literally evaporated. And that's okay. He's still a great character, still a powerful character in his own right, and go against
Mhm.
certain other characters. It just levels to it. And Naruto, with him being a part of the big three, that doesn't necessarily mean that he has to scale to a certain level. But no, p-
But
the Naruto
for
characters are not planetary.
for instance, bro, it's like when it comes down to the big three or just anime in general, a lot of times, like I said, people care more about nowadays. People care more about ore farming and power scaling than they do about the actual story of
Yeah.
of the series. And so that's the thing that's getting me because, like I said, you let a couple of dorks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I used to be a dork too. You know what I'm saying? But y'all were just like unhinged dorks, like untamed. Like y'all never grew out of it. And basically, these niggas just started coming around here and be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this bullshit going past the lunch table. You know what? If you want to, like, if you talk to a power scaler, a lot of times you'll hear them say, "Well, I can scale these guys up to." Oh my, like, cool, nigga. Like, people can scale
Mhm.
Woody from Toy Story up to whatever. Like, it's so stupid. And like I said, a lot of times, this is where I kept saying that way back when and you have people doing these matchups and power scaling, they'll say a certain thing, and then if you disprove them, sometimes they'll be like, I was just, being funny. I was just messing around. People ride that thin line of truly believing something and then bailing on it when they see how stupid it is, when
Mhm.
somebody like shines a light on it to the point where it's like, people call it rage bait,
Mhm.
but I'm like, oh, you're rage. I'm just rage bait. Some niggas truly believe what you are saying, and you probably believe what you're saying as well until somebody blatantly shows you that you're
Yeah.
incorrect. But most of the
And
time with power scaling, you can't even show them that they're incorrect. They always want you to try,
mhm.
but they don't. My thing is, if you want somebody to try, you have to be willing to concede. If
Yeah.
if it is, but like none of these power scalers, whether your favorite anime is One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Baki, it doesn't matter, bro.
Mhm.
Niggas don't want to concede
And if
because
you
it's just
didn't
like,
if you didn't see your character drawn in the manga or animated in the anime blowing up a planet, or
don't even talk about it.
facing a character that's blown up a planet, or shown anything where they at least blew up a moon, if no one in the anime has blown up an entire planet or anything like that, bro, you cannot just assume that they're planetary.
They always will because people find it so embarrassing to be like, oh, this character is only continent level or island level. If something island or continent level happened right now in real life, you'd all be
Yeah,
shitting
bro.
yourself. That like why are we
Right.
making things like
If
continental?
someone blew up a state.
If somebody blew up one state off the United States, brother, nobody would even care about power scaling anymore. Niggas would be running and hiding under bunkers. Like that's what I'm saying. But like
Right.
people, these niggas get so power hungry and like that's why take some shots at solo leveling. But this is why a lot of people like Sun Jin Woo, bro. When you're just it's a power fantasy. That's why a lot of niggas like isekais too.
Mhm.
Oh, I see this character. This character is strong. Therefore, he makes me feel strong because this is me for real. Ain't none of y'all 6'2", super handsome buff Sun Jin Woo, and y'all ain't getting no hoes or nothing. And it's fine. It's okay to be whatever you are. But this power fantasy, bro, we're like, this is good. There's nothing good about these things, bro. It's okay. Just like Naruto itself is just a good story. Naruto is just a
Yep.
good character. One Piece, I feel the same about One Piece. I feel the same about Bleach. I feel the same about anything else. Well, not everything I've watched,
Mhm.
but other things that I would deem
Well,
good.
let me let me ask you this. Since
All right,
since
good.
we're on the topic, and this wasn't one of the ones I had questions I had before, but let me ask you this. What anime verses have planetary feet characters, in your opinion? So we already
Okay.
know Dragon Ball, but
Dragon
any
Ball has
others you can think of?
planetary feats. Dragon Ball, like I said, I'd say Yu Yu Hakusho because since like it was already stated that Sensui was like, hey, I can't even power up on the planet. I'm gonna start messing the earth up. You know what I'm saying? The earth is basically going to get destroyed. And then Genkai coming back and telling Yusuke, like, if you wanted to, at any point, you could just destroy the earth. So I throw that, like I said, when you have clear statements like that,
Mhm.
let it be. Right? Not in no data
Okay.
books, not in anything like that, because that's where a lot of y'all get toe up on in these data books, which they should never had made data books in the first place, because y'all niggas are
Yeah,
losing
nah.
your shit. It's terrible. What else is planetary? You know what? I'd say Bleach, because like later on, when you're talking about shaking realms, then I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'd say that, yeah, Bleach should be up there as well, because I'm like, if you're shaking realms, or if you're talking about, oh, we all can't power up at once because we might destroy 3 different realms, I think it's safe to assume at bare minimum 3 realms could, you know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
feel like you'd kind of
What
be.
about what about Fire Force?
Fire Force is definitely planetary. Absolutely. We see the feats
Okay.
though. These are the things, like, if we're talking about just
Yeah.
raw, if we're talking about raw, now if we're talking raw, like raw feats, like not even what
Mhm.
somebody's saying out of the mouth in the show. Because if that's the case, take Yusuke out, take these other niggas. We're not talking about this. We're just talking about seeing for believing. Fire
Yeah.
Force, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, One Punch Man. If you know, I ain't gonna go any further, but One Punch Man. Um, what's another one, bro?
'Cause there's not many.
It's not, and because it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be. It does not need
Exactly.
to be, bro. Like
And that's
honestly
kinda
speaking,
my point. It's like,
there's no,
when we talk
there's
about
literally, there's literally no point
mm,
where destroying a planet should be an option. If that's what Dragon Ball Z and or Dragon Ball and in general and One Punch Man and other things do,
mm,
it's okay to have a small list of people who have actually
yeah.
shown feats
'Cause
that are like
'cause
that,
here's the
bro.
thing,
Your story
when you're
can
making
still,
it
none of y'all care about good stories anymore. Y'all just want
right.
your favorite nigga to be the strongest, which is
Because when you're making
so
a
lame, bro.
story, the first thing when you make a story, the first thing you're gonna develop is the setting. If the basis of your characters can just destroy the setting, then yeah,
You've already failed.
most writers are not gonna write that. Uh, just most are not just gonna write that. And that's okay because it makes the story be a little more contained. And it's okay if they do write that, but like you see, the writers are careful to not write that because then if the setting is destroyed, then they have no more story.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah,
Absolutely.
and there's always a threat to the set. Now, where's the Dragon Ball? Because that's just a different. I don't say completely different everything else, but
Mhm.
we've kind of accepted what Dragon Ball is,
Yeah.
and it's just hard to kind of replicate.
We watched, truthfully, we watched The Climb, and they also delivered it very early. You see, like in Dragon
Mhm.
Ball, when Roshi blew up the moon that first time, we were like, okay, that just happened. None of us were
Yeah,
none of us were thinking about planetary. We didn't even have these stupid terms yet. These terms didn't even exist. These terms are younger than Google, and Google came out in the 1990s, bro. Like these
Mhm.
terminologies are young. These are young terms.
Yeah.
Talking about planetary and all this other stuff is stupid. So, like I said, yeah, but nobody was thinking about that. You think when Kishimoto first came up with Naruto, this man was thinking about destroying like the planet? Like, no,
Right.
people will go into the data book and be like, well, they said Karama can turn the world to ash. That nigga's just talking, bruh. He's just trying to make the story sound like y'all tweaking, bruh. It's like when people like, bro, this food's so good, it'll make you slap your mama. You're not about to slap your mama. The food is never that good. The food is never that good. Like, why people just take
Oh my god, the souffle.
this souffle so good, I'm gonna go find my mama and slap her. Like, you're not, bruh. It's just hyperbole. It's like,
Right. Right, right, right.
bruh, it makes me
Okay.
sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
overall, I would never compare Naruto to Dragon Ball. I would always keep it somewhere where it needs to be, and that's fine. Honestly speaking, like I said, do I think that everybody in One Piece is or do I think the verse of One Piece is planetary? No. Y'all gotta show me something. Your best bet was Whitebeard. That was your best bet. Do I think Naruto and them niggas or anybody in there planetary? No. I mean, y'all did the little
mhm,
moon split with Toneri. Cool. Past that, if you need a chakra tree to destroy a planet, bro, you're not planetary.
mhm.
That's like, come on now. Like, anyway, and then
All
past
right.
that, like I said, bro, it's okay just not being planetary, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, it's okay.
for sure.
And then I know lastly on that Naruto thing, if you remember, they had that chakra cannon from the last movie, and it needed 100 shinobi to power it
Mhm.
to hit and destroy the moon. That's 100 niggas. You had Kages there, like former Kages and Kages, who were, you know what I'm saying? They were like, hey, we gotta get enough niggas to hit this joint.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, That right there should already let you know nobody's doing that.
Mhm.
And everybody was like, well,
Yeah.
think about it. Naruto has more chakra. I remember somebody was talking about, they were like, Naruto has the other's chakra, so he should be able to do it like by himself because he has more chakra. Naruto can't condense anything to the point. We have not seen Naruto make and condense anything to the point where it could shoot like an actual weapon. Because
Mhm.
basically a laser. It's basically a laser. We have not seen Naruto bust nothing out like that ever, ever to destroy just be
Mhm.
able to destroy the moon. Because I don't think he can. I mean, bro was able to do a lot with Rasengans, little mini Rasengan with his fingertips and big Rasengans and a planetary Rasengan. Bro's not a beam specialist. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And people he's like, he can't make nothing like that. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, stop scaling Naruto to Dragon Ball, bro. Y'all niggas are insane. You smoke crack. I'm serious.
Mhm.
All right. I'm ready to move past this. I'm getting worked up again. Let's get past it.
Alright. Hey, we'll do the verses. Let's egg it on some more. Um,
Nigga says egg it on.
yeah. Uh, who in a fight? Storm from X-Men versus Minato from Naruto. I told you we was gonna egg it on some more.
Oh, man, Minato is getting his Minato's getting his cheese clapped, bro. Squared, bro. I'm like, man, bro. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of Minato even getting brought up in a lot of conversations
Mhm.
because, like, I think the last one I saw was him versus Kizaru, the from One Piece. I'm like, bro,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but stop do not put Minato up against the man made out of light, bro. Minato is smart. He's a good fighter. But his teleportation is what was key for this man and his abilities
Yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying, to handle these situations. We're talking about a man who's literally made out of light and then can go faster than light. Like,
Mhm.
he's legitimately moving. No. Anyway, back on Storm. I'm not even going to get off. Back on Storm. No. Storm is absolutely doing that nigga dirty. She can destroy it. This man, Minato, his only best option is to teleport back to the village before Storm destroys the surrounding area, and then come up with another plan.
Okay.
But that would be conceding because he dipped out. It'd be conceding. And then by the time he tried to come back, he couldn't
Mhm.
come back because whatever he put a mark on would probably be destroyed. The Storm obliterated the area, bruh. Shit,
Okay.
honestly
And so,
speaking,
and
don't
let
go
me
back to
ask
the
you this.
village. She might
Let
strike
me
the
ask
village.
this. Does he have any win cons?
The only win con anybody ever gives Minato because everybody realizes Minato is a teleportation nigga who doesn't have enough potency like to kill somebody basically. Like he does, but like not really. Like nobody who's with some great durability. Most of the time when you see Minato in these fights, people's main thing is, oh, he can just seal them. That's it. Nine
Okay.
times out of 10, any Minato fan is like, well, he can just seal them.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And
Okay.
he's like, well, if he touches Storm, if he can touch Storm, he can put uh, a mark on Storm,
The
and then
mark. Mhm.
and then teleport to Storm, and then just murk her right then and there. That's,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
that's
also
all he
I guess
could
that's
do.
his secondary win con is actually being able to touch Storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So Sealer,
Yeah. It'll be more so like now it's straight like if Storm's like battling Ari in battle and they know and she knows that this is the enemy, he knows this is the enemy, obviously Storm. Um I think the only thing that will be on his side is depending on the scenario, her temperament or before getting battle ready or something like that. So that's pretty much it. Um yeah, but obviously is she because she's a Omega level mutant, correct?
bro,
Is she Omega level?
she could just
Yeah.
fry the entire. When I say she can just
Yeah.
like fry the entire land of fire,
Hey, look,
one go.
honestly, put her in the Naruto verse, she may be more closer to Planetary than all the other ones.
Bro, niggas, hey, she clapping the Okatsuki, bro. She clapping because the
Yeah,
Okatsuki,
yeah,
their main weaknesses, they can't handle legitimate elements, bro. Like natural elements,
yeah,
they get bodied, bro. They get absolutely bodied by the legitimate element. They can only really handle uh chakra elements, like elements
yeah,
that are made through chakra, bro. So not actual
yeah,
elements. Like it's not the actual element. So yeah, Storm hits them
yeah,
jokes with one lightning burst or a wind blade or whatever she really wants, bro.
Right.
Freedom to death. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
I actually got now I'm thinking about it. I think I actually have one more Naruto one that I would want to.
Jesus
Might as well just
Christ,
go
you
and hit
better
it
make
since we're
bro.
on the verse.
I want y'all to understand, bro, because before y'all start coming back here and saying that I'm the one that hates Naruto, he came up with that, bro. Don't forget, he came up with that matchup. I didn't do that. I'm just calling it how it is, man.
Which of these Naruto scenarios is more unbelievable? Kakashi knowing 1,000 jutsus or Kakuzu fighting Hashirama? Which one of them is more unbelievable?
I've said this 100 times over, bro. I will down the hill for Kakashi, bro. Kakashi does not. Him knowing over 1,000 jutsus, I don't believe it, bro. You don't bust out one sin. You don't like I said. If you go based off every jutsu that he has performed, most of those jutsus other ninja know, so it's not a copy. You have to learn these jutsus just to become a gimme, right?
Uh-huh.
Then the only two you've seen him copy for real, like I said, Water Dragon from Zabuza, Ice Narwhal from the Land of Snow, right?
Mhm,
You gonna have people who gonna come up here and be like, well, actually, in the light novel, brother, I promise you, nobody's reading those things. Now I know what you're talking about in the light novel, and you should be lucky that I know what you're talking about. But when you're talking about things like little bits of hidden media, nobody knows what you guys are talking about. And even then, he wasn't doing anything that impressive. A mud wall
mhm,
here and there, cool, great. Past that though, he was doing his own thing, like purple lightning,
mhm,
all that other stuff. Those are his techniques, not copied. Summoning jutsus, not a copy
mhm.
technique. Everybody can make a summoning pack. You just have to do it. It's just
I,
like, bro, he does not
I'm
stop
with
calling
you.
him the copycat
I'm, I'm
ninja.
I'm with you. I'm with you on some of the points.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm more likely to believe that he just knows a lot of useless jutsus than
Uh-uh.
what's his name? Kakuzu fighting Hashirama.
Bro,
But
Kakuzu fighting
fighting
Hashirama.
the reincarnation of God who was also collecting what's called Jinjuriki.
Hell beast. Yeah.
Yeah, Tail Beast on a random Tuesday. Brother, you don't scale anywhere near that.
No, not even close, bro. And
That
that
man
I
got
ain't gonna
sent
hold
for
you.
the assassination meeting, sent for the assassination mission, saw who he had to saw what he was up against. He was like, "You know what? Money's not worth it."
Nah,
This is
bro.
one time the money's not worth it. You were not fighting Hashirama, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't. Yeah, it's hard to buy into the idea that this man
Yeah.
was anywhere near. Uh, like I said, if anything, he was a mild inconvenience for Hashirama, and he managed to escape with his life.
If
But
anything, he was in a severe genjutsu that he had a long battle with Hashirama.
and look, Hashirama used that
He
little
got sent
spore
back home.
technique he got, and had bro out here hallucinating
Yeah.
and about to die or something. But I'm like in a one on one confrontation with Hashirama, I'm like, and the worst part is,
Yeah.
I really wish they could have met up and talked about it a little bit in the
Oh,
war.
yeah.
Yeah, they would have met up and
Yeah.
talked about it in the war, like, oh, Hashirama. Hashirama's like, who the hell is this? Who's
Right,
this?
right, right.
This nigga? But
Alright.
yeah. But overall, yeah, I
Uh,
would still put it on Kakashi, bro. I'm sorry. I'm
alright.
sorry. Kakazu's a big fraud, bro, a big fat phony, but
Alright, bet it up, bet it up.
uh,
Alright, what you got?
you're not gonna believe me, but this is
Yeah.
also Naruto related. It's the second one on my list, man. All right.
Oh, alright.
Now, Naruto has to talk no jutsu. One of
Mhm.
these one of these four villains, bro. Who is he? Who does he have the better chance of reaching? Sukuna, Muzan, Meriwether, or All for One?
Meruem. Um, as long as it's the Meruem, like, at the same time that the hunters met him, if we met Meruem, like, off rip, like,
Yeah.
off birth, no, he's gone. But if we met him relatively around the same time, because
Mhm.
Meruem's the only one that's kinda willing to actually talk and listen.
Yeah.
The other ones, bro, they might hear you, but they've got a complete made up mind on what they're doing. So it's like there's nothing you can convince them of. Miriam, he's the only one that has like malleable brain, bro. So it's like,
A
like
brain with some bridges in it.
yeah, yeah. Brain that
Yeah,
can accept new ideas and new thoughts. So um so yeah, I will say mirror, but yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely I agree, bro. I definitely think it's Meryl because I'm like I said, those other two moves on and Sukuna are just out of the question, bro. I feel
Mhm.
like as smart as those characters are portrayed to be, I'm like those niggas are just they're so weirdly unhinged. It's like you can never have an actual conversation with them, bro. They're just so
Yeah,
like the only way you can have a conversation with Muzan or Sukuna, you would literally have to beat their ass, bro. Force them like to shut up and
yeah,
listen because these niggas are like, in terms of that, they're kind of childish villains because they're like they don't even give you the time to like oppose these
yeah,
niggas. They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, look, I'm just gonna murder you. I don't care. Like I'm
Right,
just
right,
but
right.
yeah. All for one though, I
Okay.
do feel like I feel like he might hear you for a little bit, but I mean, you're not leaving alive, but like he'll hear you.
Off
He'll
one,
listen.
off ones be like, actually, this was part of my plan for you to have done talking no jutsu. Like I
Right.
planned this from the beginning, young Naruto.
He,
Yeah. So
he gonna try to
he's
take it
out
out of
too.
Naruto like a quirk. He's like, this must be a quirk. I actually
Right,
felt a little
right,
something
right.
on the inside. Yeah, type shit, type
Right.
shit. All right,
Well,
bro.
speaking of that, since you mentioned Sukuna, I actually got one kind of featuring Sukuna as well.
All right.
All right. So it's lunchtime, and then Green Goblin and Sukuna pop up in front of you and demand the last bite of your sandwich. Uh, who are you giving it to?
Green Goblin and Suguna.
Mhm.
So okay, so I got to give the sandwich up regardless.
Your
Give it,
last bite. Nothing else to offer, by the way.
bruh. Honestly, I feel like giving it to Sukuna just Sukuna gonna cut you regardless. I feel like Green Goblin's gonna
Well,
still
I'm
blow
gonna
you
give
or
my
something.
answer.
Good.
I'm giving the Green Goblin. I can. You want me to tell you why now, or you want to go and give your
Oh,
answer?
please, by all means, let me hear it, please.
I'm giving the Green Goblin because um, if I give it to Green Goblin, Sukuna, okay, he might take me out, slice me right there, right?
Mike, Mike.
If I give it to Sukuna, Green Goblin's like, all right, bet. I'm just gonna bomb everybody that you know.
Oh, wait, they're
I'm
both
gonna
there in
find
the
somebody that
room.
you know.
They're both
Yeah,
there at the
yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Green
Oh,
Goblin's just be
okay.
like, all right, hey, all right, bet. Hey, yeah, I don't gotta have your sandwich. I'm just gonna bomb somebody you know. So with giving the Green Goblin, I know Sukuna, he's gonna take me out real quick. I'm out the
Yeah,
picture, but I'm not worried about any repercussions.
yeah,
Green Goblin,
okay.
bro, I don't. That man just might have a vested interest in just making my life like terrible from there. And Sukuna might just forget next week. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving Green
Okay.
Goblin. Hey, here, Green Goblin. Hey, Sukuna, do your worst.
Take me out quick and clean. Yeah. Okay. Now I can
Right.
see that. Yeah, I can see why you go that line of thought, bro. In my brain, I was more so just processing the fact that, like, what if I gave it to Green Goblin, gave him the sandwich, and right before Sukuna was about to lift his hand to like slice me, bro, Green Goblin grabs his nigga hand, and then you start getting into it, bro. Even though I'm like, I don't think Green Goblin is gonna be able to tank
Oh yeah, yeah.
all them slashes. But I mean,
A slasher, yeah,
he durable. If he got that armor on, we never know. We never know.
yeah. Right.
But just say. But anyway, yeah, I think that makes complete sense. I like your answer, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, but I got one for you.
All right, what you got?
Uh, who is the best right hand man character in Marvel? I was gonna do it
Ooh,
for
and
DC, but I feel like a lot of people already have a pretty solid answer, so I want to go Marvel
right hand man in
and Marvel.
Marvel.
Yep. So like, you got a hero, a main hero. They're a road dog, bro. They're sidekick.
All
They're
right.
right hand.
Um, dang. Let me think about that one.
Mhm.
'Cause a
Mhm.
lot of them really just be rolling solo dolo.
Yeah, a lot of them do,
Um,
supposedly, but a lot of them don't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me give it to nah, he's not. He's got his own person.
Mhm.
Well, we're not considering, well, that'll be a group, not right hand man,
No, bro,
like a
like, your
group.
right hand like, for instance, just give me an example, like, Iron Man has Rhodey as his right-hand man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me give it to. Actually, give me yours first. I gotta think some more. Give me yours first.
Okay. So, for me personally, I was kinda caught up because at first one of my first thoughts was Cap and Bucky, because 'cause I'm like,
Yeah, that was my first thought too, but
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to mix like just MCU is versus how they are in the everything else, pretty much, which is
But
similar, but you know.
my second one was actually, Peter Parker and Miles.
Oh, you consider that one? See, I
Yeah,
was thinking that one, but I didn't. I consider
yeah.
them enough of their own people to not be like a right hand man.
Nah, like, Miles don't get like, here's the thing, because even the Winter Soldier has stories completely devoid of Captain America, completely.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think One World Under Doom, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I believe One World
Mhm,
Under Doom, Bucky was the main opposition for trying to get at Doom, bruh. Cap wasn't
yeah.
even around, but Bucky was like, he was handling business. Um, and then also in a few other stories as well. So like, yeah, but
Mhm.
Miles, I feel the same for Miles. Like Miles has his own stories. He's pretty much his own guy. But in terms of right hand man, I'd say he's
Oh,
definitely
okay.
Peter's right hand.
Well, in that case, give me Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
But who? So Luke Cage being the and Iron Fist being the right hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Mhm.
all right, I
Yep.
think that's solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yep.
that's solid.
Yeah, I
I
like
think
their dynamic. I guess I was having trouble because I was thinking, uh,
seemed like more of a
the one that
duo
was
than
like,
a. I think it's the same. Ah,
I
whatever.
just said,
Duo
yeah,
right
yeah,
hand is
yeah,
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
Duo
Okay,
right
all right,
hand.
cool, 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 cool,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. It's funny
All right.
enough.
Well,
Uh, Never mind. I was thinking, I was like, is there any X Men who have like a right hand, bro? And I was like, I'm trying to think, like, does Cyclops have a right hand? But I guess technically
Gene.
that'd just be Jean. That's just Jean, his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Right,
they're just
right.
more so booed up over in X Mansion,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They just booed
Yeah.
up over it. All right, cool.
Right. All right. Let me ask this. Back in Marvel, what was it? Marvel Infinity War, when they was on Titan with Tony Stark and all of them that group Doctor Strange. If Chaozu landed on Titan or was transported onto Titan during that movie, what happens next?
I feel like he'd be attacked almost relentlessly by both sides until he said something. Because him just popping up, Thanos is on bumpers already.
Mhm.
He's gonna of course think that's another Avenger, and they're gonna think that he's something one of Thanos's freaky kids.
Yeah.
This is such an odd scenario. Uh, I feel like Chiaotzu also being like I guess technically a psychic, like bro should be able to like understand the situation just by reading to
Mhm.
mind. So once he realizes what's going on, he gonna try to put it to MCU Thanos, bruh. He's gonna try to put it on that man,
Okay.
bruh. Granted, same thing might happen like it did to Nappa, bruh. Like Thanos might just be deflecting attacks and running through these.
Think Thanos taking a dodo on Ray, bro?
Is he taking a Dodon ray? Probably.
Well, at
We
that
ain't,
time, which stones did he have? He was trying to get the time stone. He had the power stone. What
yeah.
was the stone that he used to like bust open the moon? Was it the space stone or the
It,
blue
it,
one?
it could have been. I don't
I
because
know he had at least two, right?
all I know is when he pulled that moon down and threw it, crazy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
there.
yeah,
But also, like, if you use a Dodon ray, I'm pretty sure Thanos can just put the gauntlet out to just palm the
yeah,
Dodon ray.
yeah.
You know, especially if he has like the Power Stone activated, bro's just you know.
Yeah, the
Did he have
power
the
stone
soul? Did he have the
activated.
Soul Stone yet?
So who had the soul stone?
Vision had the Soul Stone. Right.
Nah, he didn't have it then.
So I'm like, when they were on Titan, right? Yeah, I thought he ripped it out by then.
No, 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 no. That was that happened at the end of that movie. Yeah,
Oh,
because that
right.
was,
Mhm.
yeah. That was Infinity War. Middle of
Yeah.
Infinity War. 'Cause like I say, he was trying to get the time stone from Doctor Strange before he just gave
Mhm,
it to him.
mhm, mhm.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure he had the power. I think the was it space, maybe mind?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm a little wonky all of them at
Uh-huh.
this point in time.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait, did he have the reality stone? God, reality stone kind of makes a difference.
Hey, it kinda makes sense. It kinda makes sense. Uh,
Yeah. I think he had to have it because remember he that was after Gamora died. And you remember when he got Gamora, he was using the reality stone. So he had a reality stone. He had a reality power stone, which is already kind of
it was a space though.
OP. Okay, so he had the space,
Mhm.
reality, and power stone.
I believe so. I
Yeah,
believe
that's
so.
kind of
He had the space stone, the power stone, and he's not saying what the other one was. We're gonna just say what you said was correct though.
okay. All right, cool.
All
Hey,
right,
works for me.
perfect. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go back and get that movie a little rewatch. You feel me? All right, cool. I was like, ain't no way you
All
pulling
right.
that jump with the soul stone or the mind stone, bro. I don't see how that's
Yeah,
pulling the moon
yeah,
out of pulling pieces of the
yeah.
moon out. But
Okay.
all right, man. Uh, right here, draft me a 3-man anime swordsman team.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead and draft me that 3-man
Oh, okay,
anime
okay. I thought you
swordsman
was
team.
about to give me some options there.
I mean, no,
Um,
you just drafted, brother. I mean, I got three
okay,
already, so I'm waiting
okay.
for you.
We doing no dupe, so you gonna go back and forth? Because well, I'll take first one. First one I'm going to give you from Demon Slayer.
That's good. That's nice.
Mhm.
All right. First, I'm going Atomic Samurai from One Punch Man. Being able to cut things from the atomic level, pretty impressive, brother. Hands down,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
impressive.
yeah. Okay. Give me Afro Samurai.
Okay. Uh, that's a good one. All right. Let me get Mifune from Soul Eater. 100
Okay,
swords, bro. 100 sword Mifune, bro.
okay, okay. Then give me why did I just blank on his name? uh, Naruto. Eight tail.
Killer B?
Yeah, Killer B. Yeah.
Killer
My
B.
mind just
I ain't
literally
gonna
blank.
hold you. When people bring up Killer B in the swordsman conversation, like I hear it, I really do. Because I mean,
Mhm,
8 swords ain't nothing to laugh at. Plus, he was piecing up Sasuke, who I mean,
mhm.
realistically speaking, never has been considered a swordsman to me up until that point. Uh,
I see. I agree with that. And I feel like if Killer B just had one sword, I would say, nah. But the fact that
eight
he had
swords.
eight, I
Yeah.
like kind of got to give to him for me personally.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, bro. I'm really struggling right here because when I say I have a couple options,
Mhm.
but like, Jesus, because we're talking about, because like,
You got
part
a
of me
lot of
wants,
good swordsmen.
there's
So
so many good sources of anime, bro. Like, the three that are been floating in my head right now is between Zoro, Arthur from Fire Force, and Kenshin
I dang forgot
Himura.
about Arthur.
Yeah, and Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was actually tossing between Kenshin Zoro and Killer Bee, but I was like, I gotta go Killer
yeah,
Bee for me.
yeah. Bruh, and no, I know it's gonna be even funny because niggas gonna be like, y'all ain't get a single bleach character. No, y'all ain't got a single bleach. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody better rip their shirt off like Hulk Hogan. Bro.
Right?
Where's the bleach at? You know what? I'll take Zoro though. I actually will take Zoro.
Okay.
I'll take Zoro, bro.
Okay.
All right, just for the shits and giggles, bro. Give me three more. Just for the shits, give me three more.
Three more? All right. Well,
Yeah.
that can you got to put Kenshin in there.
Oh, you're trash.
Then.
Oh man. Okay. Uh, well, I guess if that's the case, then I guess I'll just throw Arthur and then throw
All
Arthur in my
right.
yeah. Throw Arthur. Okay, bet.
um, you're gonna disagree with this one, but I'm going cool, bro.
Oh, you put that cool bar over here?
um, I mean, yeah, is the what's called, but
Hey,
now
you
what we
know,
saying?
but
Okay, what we saying best, or we just making a team?
we're just making a team. We're not talking about the best. If we really want to go in the best,
Okay.
this would be a completely different conversation. We're just
Oh
drafting.
yeah.
We're just
Okay.
drafting.
Probably should start with that.
Yeah. We're just drafting.
Hey, for
We're
the
not
people
talking
who's
about the
listening
best
this
though.
far, the people who listen this far, not the best. Okay.
No, all I said was just draft a 3-man team. Now we're moving on to
Yeah,
6, so that way we can have a 6-man, full 16
yeah.
at this point. But you said Kuwabara. I don't know if you've seen this manga or not, but Kagurabachi. This is manga called Kagurabachi.
I
Um,
don't think I've seen that.
yeah, the boy Chihiro, bro. Let me get Chihiro from Kagurabachi. He's the main character. Boy, it's cold with a
Okay.
sword, bro. Cold with a blade.
Okay. Cool.
All right, last pick. Make it count.
Um. Let's see, give me.
Mhm. We're waiting.
Because I practically don't really consider him
You better
Lord's man.
jump
Give
back.
me Ichigo.
For the sake of the audience, you better jump into a bleach for a second.
Yeah, I was like, give me Ichigo.
All right. I'm sorry, bro. You know, if we ain't
He said
have bleach on one of our teams, bro.
my second team full of swingers, bro.
Yeah.
Full of sword swingers, bro. Yeah, besides Kenshin, of course, but
Nah, I'll throw a swinger in there too. Let me get Asta from Black Clover.
oh, okay.
Solid, bro. Yeah. Okay. So
Oh dang, I could have used what's his name? Not Trunks, but the one who gave him the sword.
Tapion,
Which, yeah, it was technically hidden.
supposedly. I'm about to say so. You
Uh,
do so. Run me back your team again.
the first team or the second?
Yeah, all 6.
Well, second team was Kenshin Kuwabara and Ichigo. First team, Afro Samurai, Giyu, and Killer Bee.
Okay. And then mine was, if I remember correctly, it was damn, I forgot my team already. Atomic Samurai, Mufune, and Zoro. And then my second half of my team was Arthur, Chihiro, and Asta.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Y'all let us know who got the better
Cool.
team, man, for swordsman in the comments. All right. Make your own
Cool.
team too. Let me see what y'all teams like. I know everybody's going, bro. I swear somebody's gonna have a full bleach lineup, bro. Full bleach lineup.
Right.
Somebody's just gonna try to get the strongest people. And let me get Saber from Fate Stay Night. Let me get Ichigo. Let me get all the other. Let me just fill the rest of these out with bleach characters. Nobody cares about technique. Nobody cares about nuance. They're like, hey,
All right.
make the sword go boom. Don't care about the skill.
And you're like strong.
Are you strong?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let me ask you this, kind of a little bit in line with what we were talking about.
All right.
Um, could future Trunks pick up Thor's hammer?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, how come?
Absolutely. I'd say because I feel like Trunks meets the criteria. He actually
Okay.
kind of meets the criteria, to be more specific, of like somebody like Beta Ray Bills, who was able to lift the hammer. So Trunks has experienced loss. He does have a pure heart. And ultimately, he's just trying to save the future. So his cause is a great and noble cause. Yeah, I feel like all 3 of those basically the exact same build for Beta Ray Bills. Because all he was trying to do, he was just trying to save his
Yeah.
people. And bro picked up that hammer and started whooping Thor ass with that hammer. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I think that Trunks definitely fits that, fits the motif. Yeah, hands down.
Okay.
Plus, we're talking about the future Z Sword wielder in his timeline, future Z Sword wielder, killer of
Okay.
Deborah.
Right.
Just like, damn, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Don't call that
No,
nigga the
I
hope
can
of
get
the
down
future
with
for nothing.
it.
All right,
Okay.
better. All right, brother. Let me ask you this real quick. Would you rather? Would you rather join, or which one of these teams would you rather join? The Akatsuki, the Espada, the Phantom Troop, or the Ginyu Force?
Um, it's between the Phantom Troop and the Ginyu Force. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Phantom Troop. Yeah, yeah. I'm going Phantom Troop, and here's why: because they kind of have that familial bond. Even though they're doing some crazy stuff,
Mm.
um, to get that bread, um,
Yeah,
doing some
yeah,
crazy stuff, but they have a familial bond, and at the same time, they don't necessarily have to like they report to somebody, but they don't you can see clearly that they kinda can do their own things for a while too, because like, in Hunter x Hunter, when they was made up, that was like, "Yeah, this the we haven't got together in, like, what, 2 years?" Or something like that. So, clearly, they just have that time to kinda do their own thing, kinda live their lives and do other things, but,
yeah.
you know, it's time for a job, they get together and get down, and 2, they have certain codes, like, they're not gonna, even though they might fight, they're not gonna actually trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Um yeah, yeah, I think there's just advantages with that group over the other ones. Like at Koski, yeah, they were similar. That they a little bit did their own thing, but they're all trying to do this one mission, and they can kind of be at their neck sometimes.
Yeah.
Ginyu Force, this too close to Frieza. And as soon as you realize that y'all just not strong enough, you can get zapped out.
Mhm.
What was that last one?
The Espada from Bleach.
Um, I just don't know enough information about them quite yet. I'm still on my Bleach watch, y'all, so
Mm.
I can't say them, quite yet. So, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Phantom Troop.
All right. For sure. Me myself, y'all probably gonna get sick when it comes down to me and topics like this, but put me on the Ginyu Force. Bruh. Put me on the Ginyu Force. I know right now, I feel like I've been the only nigga that's been so gung ho about working for Frieza. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Put me on the Ginyu Force. First things first, the Ginyu Force, even though they all vary in strength, they still
Mhm.
value each other to some sort of degree. Um, and
Yeah,
while Captain Ginyu is a bit of a workhorse, because bruh, if you saw when he was trying to try to get new members, recruit new members for the Ginyu Force, in the middle of the this man was trying to get new niggas immediately. He's like, oh my god, Raccoon's dead. So we need to start getting more people. And
Oh,
so,
no.
and his main things was like, bruh, do the pose. You're not posing right. Like, what y'all
Oh, yeah.
forget your fights. You need to pose, bruh. So I honestly feel like being around the Ginyu Force should allow me to, up my capabilities and whatnot.
Mhm.
Because they're all pretty strong. Whatever, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, you have Guldo, who's on that team, and like outside of his, whatever, he's kind of trash. But they're all still a team. They're all still getting it done. Frieza, more likely, like I said, with that camaraderie, I doubt Captain Ginyu is going to be out here being like, Lord Freeze, he's not strong enough. As long as I can pose my
Mhm.
ass off, bro, I'm start hitting JoJo poses back there, bro. Start hitting some motherfucking some JoJo shit, bro. Captain King, you got to be like, hey, keep him just for the poses, bro. His poses are phenomenal. Plus, like, bro, like literally when they're normally doing their own thing. Remember, Frieza calls them in for specialties.
Yeah,
Other than
yeah.
that, they're chilling, bro. They're doing their
Yeah,
own
true.
thing. He's only like we're only getting called in for certain shit. And if I have all the means and backings from the Freezer Force to go around the globe and everything, I can literally go find the Yardradian planet, let them know I'm not hostile. Of course, I changed my clothes out of the Freezer Force so nobody
Yeah,
blowing me
yeah,
up. I might have to keep the suit on just in case so niggas know who I belong to. Yet
yeah.
again, pause. Didn't mean to say it like that, but know who I'm affiliated with. Belong to is
Yeah.
crazy, but to know who I'm affiliated with, that way they don't just outright murder me. But yeah, man, I would honestly spend my time just getting strong in the universe, bro, and then just coming back
Okay.
to Captain Ginyu and them and doing what we gotta do, and yeah, just treating it like that.
Alright. Alright.
So yeah,
Well,
bro.
there you go.
Like I said, then we got all the benefits. We get all the great benefits of working with the Freezer Force.
Yeah.
Maternity
Alright.
leave.
Well,
If you're strong enough, you get your own planet. You can conquer and get your own planet, bro. I get paid. It's a good life. I
mhm.
can literally go to Earth, bro. I can just go straight to Earth and train, and then just shoot back.
Yeah.
I could be a
Alright.
monster. I could be
Well,
a beast, bro.
Hey, it seems like you got it all planned out there, brother.
I do. I do. I got every avenue. That was my last one, bro.
All right, well, I got a couple more.
All right, run it
Um,
down.
what anime character would make a great Red Ranger? I'll go first. I'm gonna have to say Yusuke, bro. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say Yusuke. Even though I know sometimes he's a little rough around the edges. Not
Mhm,
all Red Rangers are made alike.
mhm.
But I think he has like enough leadership, enough kind of that still lead a team while also being he would have a heart like for justice for doing the missions and whatnot. So I think he'll make a solid Red Ranger. I think the other Rangers could like easily get behind him. So I'm
Okay.
going with Yusuke.
Uh, I know that when people get the power coins, you get like a power boost and
Hmm.
everything. Uh, and if that's the case, because I was going to say Genos, I think Genos would be a very efficient Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Um, calculating, knows how to work with a team if necessary. Has great strategy. So
Yeah.
realistically, he's like my top pick. But I honestly want to say Moomin Rider because Moomin Rider
Go
is
ahead.
he's righteous, bruh.
Yeah.
Completely is down for justice, always down for saving lives. And like I said, the power coin is imbuing him with, abilities like it does.
Mhm.
I think he'd make for the perfect Red Ranger. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's actually a pretty solid pick.
yeah, I think Moomin
Yeah.
Rider would go crazy as a Red Ranger,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty good pick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Hey, maybe we might have to make our come back here and do our anime team Power Rangers, bro. Make a
Okay,
full
Rangers.
5 man,
Right.
three dudes, 2 girls, and I don't know,
Right.
maybe a Green Ranger, maybe a Green Ranger. Throw that in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Delete one of these series forever. Transformers or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Why would you
Delete
ask them
one
like
of
that?
them.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Seriously, why would you do that?
Hey, which one you getting rid of, man? Come
Nice,
on, answer
bro.
for the people. You got the mic. You want me to answer first?
It's hard to say you like them both equally when you
Mhm.
have to make a choice of getting rid of one. So is it really equal?
All right,
Dang,
right,
bro.
right.
Let me all right. I hate to say this. I gotta get rid of Transformers, man. I gotta get rid of Transformers.
Ooh,
I
dang.
I bruh, I've been watching Ninja Turtles since way back when. I remember walking into a
Mhm,
comic book shop and seeing the OG black and white murderous turtles.
mhm.
I remember loving every live action Ninja Turtles movie, especially
Yeah.
I think Secret of the Ooze was the first one that came out, or was it the second one? I can't remember. I just remember watching all the live action Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles, the joint with Vanilla Ice, the Go Ninja, Go Ninja. That's up, bro. When
yeah.
I was like a youngster, bro. And then the other movie
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
with Razor and I forgot the other dude's name, bro. It was the wolf and the turtle that got mutated by
Mhm.
Shredder in the second movie. Uh, I'm
Okay.
I can't believe I'm whiffing on the names. But then from there, bro, 2003 Turtles, the best iterations of the Ninja Turtles to me. The
Mhm.
2003 Turtles, uh, even the 2012 Turtles. I didn't really get into that, but it's okay. It's pretty
Mhm.
decent. I mean, I've seen them. We've seen the uh, the newer joint that came out with the
Yeah.
newer younger Turtles and stuff like that. That's also
Yeah,
like I say,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
decent, but I just mess with the Turtles. Like I just have more in the
Okay.
Turtles. So, yeah.
No, that's real. I'm gonna go opposite. I'm getting rid of the I'm getting rid of them, even though definitely made up a good portion of childhood, especially those early TMNT games.
Yeah.
Oof. Good
Oh,
times, good
bro,
times.
the games were
If you know, you
so.
know.
Oh
If you
yeah.
know, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh
If
yeah.
I just based on games, Transformers are gone. But
Turtles in
here's
time,
what
baby.
right. Here's why I'm going getting rid of TMNT. There's another moment in relative childhood that in movie theater history that I haven't been able to experience with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mhm.
Bumblebee turning into that Camaro, bruh, in Transformers 1. hasn't been replicated in like for the TMNT, and TMNT has a lot going for it. But the things that was on the Transformer One,
Yeah.
I still remember when what's called and I didn't necessarily like to go to necessarily a live action adaptation, but I'm
Mhm.
judging off of everything.
Mhm.
Bruh, Optimus Prime and dang, I forgot what the one he was like a tank or something like that. But when they was skating on the highway, in Transformers One,
Yeah. Yeah.
mm, peak
Disgusting.
cinema.
Beautiful.
There's just cinema. They got some cinematic history right there. Yeah, the
Right.
things they did in that film, and that's literally the only thing that took it over the edge, right over TMNT for me.
For sure.
Going to live action adaptations.
Mhm.
Now obviously TMNT's has some good ones too, obviously. Especially the ones even though they're a little cheesy these days, you can see people's faces in like the masks and something like that.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't know any better. It looked good to me.
Hey, who did?
Good
Who did?
stuff. You're right. Exactly, exactly. But I'm giving it to Transformers just by literally a hair.
Okay.
Like that, what they did in that Transformers One movie,
Mhm.
uh, put it over a little bit and made it like a staple for sure.
You got it, bro. You got it. Like I said, I don't think there was a wrong answer. Realistically,
But yeah,
I
yeah.
can see it for both, man. Absolutely. Because I know if I was arguing for Transformers, I'd go into the comics. I'd even go into their latest movie that they made. I think it was like Transformers One. If I is that's what it was called? Transformers One, the
Oh yeah,
animated
the
one.
animated one.
It's that
You know, I
junk is
still haven't seen that one. I heard it was
that
really
junk
good
is
though.
so good, bro. I remember I saw it on when I
Yeah.
was catching a flight. I saw it coming back from Hawaii, man.
Okay.
That was a good movie.
Okay,
That was
dope,
a good
dope.
movie.
Yeah, I forgot. I
Mhm.
totally forgot about that one. Yeah, I gotta watch that too.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
okay. Um, Crossover two fighting games that have never been crossed over before that you would want to play.
Mm.
Yeah, I can give you some time to think. Um, my two, I know this is low hanging fruit.
Oh,
Dead or
I already know what
Alive
you're
and
gonna say.
Tekken. Dead or Alive and Tekken, bro. Um, Dead or Alive, I've always preferred Dead or Alive over Tekken. Tekken's great, obviously, as well.
Yeah,
I just really love Dead or Alive coming up. But just being able to play all of them just on the same landscape. I know it's never
yeah,
happened due to competing companies, yada yada yada. But if it ever does, that'll be definitely dope to see and dope to play for
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely.
Have what's his name Hayate against Lee or King or something
Yeah,
like that. So I think
it
that'll be
would.
dope, bro.
That would be kind of cool, bro. Um, for me, you know what? This is gonna be way out there.
Alright.
let me get rival schools and bloody roar, bloody roar and rival
Okay.
schools. Uh, I know they don't even really go hand in hand, but
Yeah.
I just think that would be such a cool game because like those are like two of my favorite fighting games of all time. So I'm
Mhm.
like, just put them together.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like, I want to see Hugo the Wolf fight
yeah.
Batsu. You know what I'm saying? Like, because why not? Uh,
Right.
as like I want to see Akira, the biker chick fight what's Shawty's name? The rabbit Shawty Brad
Mhm.
from Bloody Roar. It's just so many good options just to
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Just to get in there. I feel like that game would go crazy. I was thinking though, if I want to just keep it like super graphic, then maybe Mortal Kombat and
Yeah.
Bloody Roar. But
Okay. Okay.
I just don't like the like I said, I'm not a fan of how Mortal Kombat plays. So it would have to be Mortal Kombat. They would
Yeah.
have to put the Mortal Kombat characters in the Bloody Roar style. Even though that's probably
Okay.
not how they do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool,
Side note,
cool. Well,
I know we're side note though. I ain't gonna lie. One more though. No, not Fatal Fury. That wasn't Fatal Fury. Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, I think will go crazy too.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think so too. I think so too.
Mhm. Yeah,
For sure,
Mortal
for
Kombat.
sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I just got one more.
All right.
Um,
Let's hear it.
what what is the most underwhelming fight in anime?
Sakura versus Eno.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
and I know a lot of people hate that one because like they were really throwing them. Like they were really throwing them. I went back and saw the fight like a
Mhm,
few years back. I was like, they were getting active with each other. It's just based off of
mhm.
everything we had seen. It was just like, oh, but
Yeah, too little, too late.
yeah. When you go back and you think about just even just the Chunin exam first round fights, Naruto versus Kiba, uh, Rock Lee versus Gara, Neji versus Hinata,
Mhm,
um, uh, uh, Sasuke versus the nigga with the holes in his body or whatever it was.
mhm.
What was it? No, yeah, no, the dude who can siphon chakra. That's who it was. And
Yeah,
the guy who can
yeah,
siphon chakra. Uh,
yeah,
like I said, you had solid, like solid
yeah.
ones,
It was just
bro.
kinda like, well, I guess they should fight now.
Right. Might as well just throw them in there,
Yeah,
let them bang it out.
yeah.
And I was like, it's drastically underwhelming. Even Shikamaru versus the Sound Ninja chick was more interesting than
Mhm.
the one where he made her like shadow possession and he like back bend when he threw like a kunai and then he dodged it by back
Yeah,
bend and knocked her out on the wall. Even that was more
yeah.
entertaining than Sakura versus Ino because it was too much internal Sakura monologue and then too much like flashbacking about we both just love Sasuke. So I'm like, bro, get out of here. Underwhelming.
Yeah.
Underwhelming
Okay,
fight.
okay.
Absolutely.
For me, and I know some people are not gonna consider it anime because of where it's made. Either way, uh, Cannon Busters, bro. When Philly was going
That's already
against,
underwhelming. that
I,
entire
I
I'm
I
sorry.
I don't remember who he was going against, but I don't know if you guys remember, like, he was throwing a punch and the screen went, like, black and white. They they
Oh,
try to make it, like, super super dramatic, and it just did not hit. It's not hit. The best thing about Cannon Brothers was the theme song, and I wanted that anime to do so well, and, I personally like it. That's we probably need to do a whole nother topic on that one day. But
oh, we
nah, for
got
it's
you. I'm about to
underwhelming, definitely, feel is in the last fight, and it was just too much honestly, not too much going on, but every one of the people that were fighting felt like it was just somebody from a different anime trying to be in the show. They didn't make it cohesive enough to me. So, yeah, that was,
we gotta break that
it
down, bro.
was
We'll break
underwhelming.
that down.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah.
yeah, we literally just need maybe next episode, we'll just
Yeah.
break down.
That's a whole 20-minute segment right there.
Woo, oh yeah, cannon busters, man. Youch. Youch. Uh it's definitely up there in terms of series that fell flat for me. Right up there with
Yeah.
Seven Deadly Sins and Ninja Kamui, stuff like that. I was just like,
Yeah,
whoop.
yeah.
These all should have been
It's like
featured in
y'all
the
had
back.
something great attached to it, and it just
Just
yeah,
fumbled it, yeah. But
yeah, facts, facts. Yeah.
cool, man. Is that the last one yet?
Yep, that's all I got.
All right, man. I'm tapped out too, brother. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 40 in the books. All right.
Yes, sir.
But episode 41, now that's the one you really need to be looking out for. Episode 41. That's gonna be the banger right there. So, I we'll see y'all when we get around there. Also, if you were out there and saw that we went live, I think about a week ago, we will be trying to do that, like I said,
Mhm.
more often so we can engage and interact with y'all. And that being said, you got anything else you need to say, bro?
Nope, that's it. Thank y'all for joining us.
All right, man. Y'all go read a book and wash your ass.
Yes, sir.